for insecurity in Nigeria, especially considering the fact that just last year, the NBC did say that Nigerians paid over 2 trillion naira in ransom for kidnap activities. Let's turn our attention now to issues affecting the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission that has now reportedly detained 10 officers from in its Lagos Zonal Command over the alleged theft of missing operational items. EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale did state that the development was part of ongoing efforts by the EFCC chairman Ola Olukoyede to rid the commission of corrupt practices. I recall that the agency dismissed 27 of its personnel from the workforce, and the officers, we understand, were dismissed for various offences bordering on fraudulent activities and misconduct. The commission did not disclose the identity of the fired officers. EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale joins me on the program this evening. Mr. Oyewale, thank you so much for joining us and talking to us on this development.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the program.
Can you confirm, actually, that EFCC lost over $350,000 and some jewelries to corrupt officers within its rank?
Well, there is nothing to that effect. There is no report, no statement. The commission has made that, has indicated that. So I will just take that as one of those unconfirmed, unfounded, and unestablished reports. Just yesterday, we issued a statement about some missing items in the Lagos office. And I don't know whether you got that press release. At no time did we say $3,500, $4,000 and all of that. I take it as just media, a kind of orchestrated campaign in the media. The commission has not come forward to say that such amount of money or any asset to that effect is missing. So I think we can just dismiss that as reports that are not, they are not established, they are not funded, and it didn't emanate from the commission.
Just for some clarity, Mr. Oyewale, you're saying that there are no dollars and there are no jewelries missing within the EFCC, right?
I have just said that the commission has not come forward to say that such items are missing. We issued a report yesterday, and we did say that, yes, there are some operational items that are missing in the Lagos office that have been investigated. Nobody prodded us to say that. It's out of our culture of transparency and the need to get the public notified about happenings in the commission. Nobody prodded us to say that. We came forward on our own volition that some items are missing, operational items are missing, because we are transparent about what we do. So if anybody now comes forward to say that this is also amount of money, this one, it definitely is not from us. We didn't say that. And that is what I am reiterating. We didn't say that. It didn't come from us. It's just normal media orchestration and all of such campaigns that did not emanate from the commission.
But you mentioned that 10 of your officers have now been detained in addition to the 27 that were dismissed last year. Some operational tools, I don't know precise word you used, were missing. You're saying these things that were missing did not include dollars and jewelries, right?
We have not come forward to make a typology or a specific mentioning of those items. It's an investigation that is ongoing. And in law enforcement, before you come forward to the public to say, oh, I have these specific items that are missing, it's not something that you rush to the media about. We are a very, very organized and systematic commission. We don't play to the gallery. When we are ready to disclose all of those items, we will do that. But we are not going to be stampeded into saying that this item, no. We are not going to allow anybody to railroad us into mentioning themes that we have not established. So I take it as just the normal media campaign that has no bearing with objectivity or reality on ground.
Well, some say that this development in a way confirms public perceptions that operatives of the commission are actually involved in corrupt activities, and that it also speaks to perhaps some lapses in internal control. I'm wondering how you react to that, how you intend to prevent future incidents and also build public trust.
I think to all intents and purposes, the commission should be applauded for coming forward to say that 27 of its officers were dismissed, for coming forward to say that 10 of his officers are detained. They are being investigated over issues of compromises, suspected fraudulent practices, and all of that. We came forward because of our culture of accountability and transparency. And if we are not doing internal cleansing, we would not have come forward to say that. So I think it is to the credit of the commission that it can come forward to say that to the public. It was not that we are reacting to media report. It was not that we are reacting to some people saying that this thing. We came forward on our own volition to say that, 27 officers in 2024 were dismissed from the commission. And the following day we said that, yes, there are still 10 that are detained for some investigation that we are doing. It is because we are a responsible and accountable law enforcement agency.
The problem with that statement, what we're getting from reactions from Nigerians, who I believe the commission serves, is that those dismissed last year, according to that statement, committed fraudulent activities and misconduct. They said that's really vague. Yes. Why are you not? Why are you not naming them? Because that's usually what you do when you prosecute cases against corruption suspects.
I'm sure that if you are conversant with public service rules, as a commission, we have our processes, we have our procedures, we have our standard operating procedure. There are ways we do things. So if you look at even most of our media report, it is not every suspect that is being investigated that is named. So well, the public may say that, we want to know their identity, their names, their designation, and all of that. The public has a right to demand for that. And we also have a right to be faithful to our rules, our processes, and our procedures. I'm sure you know that when some things are done, or the affected officers may want to go to court. There are a lot of things that are involved. So, but we have come forward to let the public know that there's a kind of internal cleansing that is going on. It that comes to equity must come with clean hands. That's what we are saying. And our executive chairman, Mr. Ololukoyede, is very, very assertive. Is serious about the issue of discipline and transparency. And you have seen it. You have seen it. So if a commission will come forward on its own to say that I have done this, it is because there is nothing that we are hiding. There is nothing that we are covering. We are open to the public. And we are saying that as far as the commission is concerned, in the same way that we are fighting corruption outside, we are also doing it internally so that the public will know that they say that it that lives in glass house is not true stone. So we know that the issue of zero tolerance for corruption is an issue that we take very seriously. And it is for this same reason of transparency and accountability that Nigerians are saying, don't just give them numbers, mention the names and for what reason they have been dismissed. Because prior to dismissal, just a minute, Mr. Oyewale, prior to dismissal, we were told that there was a committee that sat on the offenses and confirmed that they did wrong before they were asked to go. This also isn't the first time the EFCC has dismissed officials for corruption. We understand that in November last year, 2 corrupt officials were let go.
How do you think the Commission can ensure its anti-corruption efforts are consistent and effective in rooting out misconduct within its ranks, at the same time carrying the people along in such a way that you can win their trust?
Yeah, you see, you are still repeating the same thing. Even in your own organization, there are bad eggs. Every organization has its own bad egg.
Their names, Mr. Oyewale, when somebody in an organization does wrong and, answers to questions before a panel and is asked to let go, as an organization, we publish the face of the person, letting the public know that you cannot deal with them henceforth. Why is the EFCC not doing that? That's the question.
Now, well, you see, you have not allowed me to explain all that is involved. Every institution has its own institutional mechanism. You have your own internal processes. You have your rules of engagement. You have your standard operating procedure. So if on our own we say that we have dismissed officer, it's because we are transparent. We may need to go to court with some of these people. When we go to court with some of them, of course, the records will be in the public domain. So why are we in a hurry? It is an ongoing process. So what I'm saying is that it is not EFCC, it's not in EFCC alone that you have such anywhere, even in your own organization, there are bad eggs. And there are things that are being done to ensure that sanity and integrity prevail. And the Commission is doing so. So when we get to the bridge, we are going to cross it. But we have taken the right step by coming forward to the public domain to say that, yes, 27 officers were dismissed in 2024. We are not keeping anything under wraps. We have laid it bare before the public, and I think we deserve commendation for that.
Saying the standard operating procedure within the EFCC is not to disclose the identity of those who you claim have been involved in fraudulent activities and that you have dismissed.
Is that what I expect? That's not what I listen to me very attentively. I said every organization has its own internal processes, controls, rules of engagement, and standard operating procedure. Now, there are issues have to be treated differently. I am telling you that some of these people, we may need to go to court against them. When we get to that bridge, the public will be made to know. So we are not going to allow.
I wanted to call him for us.
Into say that, because you are entitled to your opinion and we are entitled to our own processes. That's what I'm trying to say.
Did not disclose the individual behind the estate seizure that we saw last year.
In the same way, when we came forward concerning the 753 duplexes and other apartments that the Commission recovered, through another final forfeiture by a federal high court, the processes that we filed in court concerning that matter, we didn't mention any name. And if we didn't mention any name and we were able to get the forfeiture, what is important is the substance. The substance in this matter, that kind of recovery anywhere in the world, it's still the most monumental landmark recovery any law enforcement agency has ever made in the world. It is the largest single asset recovery that has ever been made anywhere in the world. And the Commission deserves credit for that. So if there are issues, all of this, you don't mention name, you don't mention that, let us look at the substance. Let us look at the courage, the industry, the resourcefulness, the transparency that is involved in the process. Let us applaud an agency that is working, rather than all of this unnecessary argument that we are making. You didn't mention name, you didn't mention that. At the right time, don't forget that investigations in this matter, they are ongoing. We are not going to say something that may later on affect the investigation that we are doing. So if we say that in good faith, this is what we have done, I think we deserve to be commended.
Clearly, Mr. Oyewale, whether or not EFCC will be commended lies in the hand of the people. And what you call unnecessary argument is also a function of what matters to the people that the agency serves. But I think we've run out of time. Dele Oyewale is EFCC spokesperson. Hopefully we can continue this conversation subsequently as we ask the crucial questions that matter to the people as regards the operation of the Anti-Graft Agency. Let's turn our attention now to the police. I'm joined by ACP Muyiwa Adejobi, who joins us to discuss some of the updates within the